So I just found out my roommate lied. No big deal lie. But I found out in the way an adult finds out. I didn't call it a fantasy. I didn't call him a liar. I didn't belittle him. I didn't run away from him. I didn't do any of that. That's all childish bullshit that mostly happens when people don't want to take responsibility for their actions. Instead, I asked him a follow-up question. What color is it? If you really saw the brand new Volkswagen bus that's being made, or the one that isn't quite out yet, then what color was the one that was just on the TV? You told me you saw it, but yet your head is turned the wrong way. I don't care if you see it or not, but you wanted this to look at. You like wanting to look at new Volkswagen buses. So tell me, what color is it? It's on the TV right now. What color? I don't know. What do you mean you don't know? It's on the TV in big right now, bright yellow. Oh, I don't know. I'm not looking. Then why did you just tell me to put this on? Why did you just look at it? Why did you do these things? And then why did you tell me, oh yeah, that's nice, and yup me? Well, I don't know. I just wanted to take control of the TV is what he pretty much really meant. So how did I get this found out? How did I find out that my roommate was lying? Because I asked a simple follow-up question. What color is it? If he doesn't know and says, I don't know, while he's still staring at it, while it's right in front of him, then he's not looking. Just like if my father asked me, well, if you've been sick this long, tell me, why haven't I ever heard of this? And then I say, you have. Remember the doctor's office and this doctor's office? Then he goes, oh, well, when did this happen? Well, the first time I felt it was during the overdose, which happened at your feet in Westford. Well, do you have any other examples to back this up? I sure do. And that's how an adult comes to the bottom of a conclusion. But you know how my father does it? It's a fantasy, it's a lie, it's a fantasy, he's psycho, it's a fantasy, it's a lie, he's psycho. Meanwhile, the doctors try to help me. He takes me out of school, takes me out of the doctors, moves me to Texas. The doctors there try to help me. They take me out of school, take me out of the doctors, move me to New Mexico. They take me out of New Mexico, move me in Maine, still no doctors, no school, nothing. I moved to Massachusetts. My mother's telling me, oh, he's a liar, taking away child's swimming medals, taking away her child's favorite toy, not because anything went wrong. Nope. She says, well, you like the toy better than me, so I threw it away. Well, you're a liar and a thief, so this medal isn't yours. Meanwhile, they're just making up fantasy after fantasy after fantasy. My mother's making up story after story with the doctors, calling me psycho, calling me a liar, saying I'm a fire starter, I'm a serial killer, everything she could come up with in the book. Every single mental illness, from schizophrenia to hurting animals to fire setting to bipolar to depression to suicidal thoughts. I mean, I was on more medications at the age of 14 years old than the kid next door in the other room that hit his grandmother with a hammer in the face. Literally, hit his grandmother in the hammer in the face, and he's on less medications than my mother has me on. And why am I there? Because I did a science experiment. I lit a match and I held it to some slug slime, thinking I could make some fireproof jacket or a fireproof fire extinguisher to put out fires. And apparently that means I'm a serial killer, and that means I burn down houses according to my mother. If I have a little kid lights a match and holds it to slug slime, that means he's going to grow up to be a serial killer, and that means he's going to burn down houses, so we need to drug the shit out of him, my mother said.